Voltron Season 5 just aired a few days ago and put us all through an emotional roller coaster. It answered many questions, confirmed many theories, but it brought up a whole different side of the fandom again. Shiphate is a well-known thing not only in the Voltron fandom but in other fandoms as well. But as far as I have been in fandoms before, the Voltron fandom has really been the worst about handling things considering ships. Why might that be? One reason could be, or I think one reason is, that the Voltron producers are the same producers who did The Legend of Korra, and The Legend of Korra had LGBT representation. So naturally, Voltron fans want an LGBT representation in their show as well. There have been many hints of such representation in the future, but with each upcoming season, the fans are getting more impatient. But please remember, Voltron and Korra are two completely different TV shows. You can't compare an orange to a piece of meat, or a noodle to a pencil. You should see those two shows as their own independent shows and stop comparing them to each other. Season 6 of Voltron is the first season which actually confirmed one ship, but destroyed it just a few episodes later. This ship was Lotura, or Allura and Lotor, and they even showed the first kiss of the series. Many people were probably expecting such a thing, or at least hoped it would happen. But as Lotor's intentions didn't turn out as well as they seemed to be, their opinions changed quite quickly, and the ship died just as fast as it was born. Now, there were many hints in this season that could be interpreted as either romantically or platonically, but it seemed like those hints were enough to start another war inside of the fandom. The followers of 3 of the main ships started attacking each other. Those ships are the ships between Keith and Lance, between Lance and Allura, and between Keith and Shiro, arguing about whether a ship is possible to be canon, whether a ship is dead, or whether someone should stop shipping something finally because of something that was said in the show. But here's the point. If you, for example, like tomatoes, and your friend doesn't, and your friend tells you you should stop eating tomatoes because he does not like that, would you do that? Your answer would probably be no. Because why should you stop eating a food you like just because someone else doesn't like it? Basically, it's the same with the shipping. Why should you stop shipping a ship just because someone else said that it was dead or that it not would be canon in the show? If you do not like someone another person likes, there is still the option to quietly walk away or just do not participate in a discussion about this topic that you might not like. There is no need to get up and start attacking a person about their personal likes and personal preferences just because they are not the same as yours. The confirmation of a relationship in the actual show is no reason to start attacking other people for liking different ships than the ones that are confirmed. There will always be people who don't like the same thing as you do, and that is totally fine. It would be very boring if everyone liked the same thing, wouldn't it? But this world is big enough. You can avoid those people if you want to. You don't have to face them and try to push your own opinion onto them. This will just result in some pointless fighting and maybe, in the worst case, even destroy a friendship. Deciding on whether or not you like the relationship between 2 fictional characters in a TV show should be no reason to attack another person. After all, it is a TV show and it is not real. The characters will not be hurt or angry if you ship them with another character, or with many different characters even. They won't care because they are not real. I've heard the argument before that said, you can't ship character X with character Epsilon, they would not like that. they can't tell you that they won't like it because they are fictional. They are not real persons. They don't have real emotions in that sense. So they will not be hurt by your shipping preferences. Telling a person that they can't ship character X with character Epsilon because it is not canon in the show is an invalid argument because it is still just a TV show. Maybe the developers decided to put character X and character Z together and you did not like that. Nobody tells you you have to. You just have to accept that that is the fact in the show. But behind the scenes, in your private life, you can still ship different ships. If people for whatever reason get angry about that, just ignore them. It's your personal preference and they have no say in that. Be different than those people who start hate over fictional characters. If someone tries to start an argument with you about your personal preference, just walk away. Don't let others destroy your fun for the fandom just because they don't like the same thing you do and try to argue with you about it. Do your own thing. Take a break from the rest of the fandom if that helps you. Just stay away from people who try to fight you. And continue to support your own ships and your own decisions. Nobody has the right to tell you no about that. Just always remember this. And now, I think that's enough for this little rant. I am sorry if I repeated myself at some points, but I think it's sometimes just necessary so that it gets in the heads of some people. Because after all, we are one fandom who likes the same show, aren't we? Jay over and out, and see you in the next video.